So first off, everyone, welcome. First off, I want to say thank you to Deborah and the folks at Academic Pathways for putting on this space for us, and really for y'all a space to get to know what's existing on campus. I know folks have been removed from campus, right, for a little bit, new to campus, right, whether you're a first year, a transfer, a second year, right, we still welcome you with open arms. But I'm here today to talk to you about the Diversity Center, but particularly I want to frame it in this light of building a beloved community together. Before I do that, again, my name is Ian. I use him as pronouns. I'm the program manager for the Student Diversity Center. There are other staff members in our space, but I'll be representing on behalf of our team today. So the first thing I really want to highlight for us is, what are some words that you associate with community? I really want you to think about that. For me, a couple words that come for community is family, support, friendship, relationships being, beyond friendship too, right? And like, what are ways we can think about supporting each other, networking, care, a bunch of different words come up for me. And so I want you to hold those things in mind for yourself. But for us at the DC, the way we think about community is so different. And it's not just bound to friendships, right? It's also bound by like our experiences, our identities, things that we hold together. So this picture on the left is a little blurry, but this is actually from our Diverse First, our first generation student celebration. So students that count as first generation are students who are first in the family to go to college. And on the right-hand side, this is actually some of our student staff from previous years. So part of our community is not only just who we are as people, the experiences that we share, but it's also like folks that work for us. We try to build a community together. This is from some of our in-person celebrations that we were having a couple years ago, where we got to celebrate with our full-time staff team, as well as some students that came to our space that day. And so I just want to show you some highlights that our community is not just simply like doing work, as well as like being just present on the campus together, but it's also like having some fun and putting some joy into our lives. But with that said, right, like our mission as a center is to advocate for and collaborate with others to support a safe and inclusive campus and community where resources will promote equity and social justice for all students, advocate and support students through education, and foster student success to marginalized and underrepresented communities at the university. The Diversity Center is by students and for students. I know that's a mouthful, and this is our mission as a center. This is what we're charged with. And so I want to talk about our resources that we offer. Since the pandemic, we've changed a little bit of our things, but for the most part, they stayed the same. So we do offer study rooms with TV. So some of you who may have come to our space already, thank you for coming through. We appreciate seeing you. And for those of you who haven't been, these are things that are available. There's also a microwave in our space. So our space is not an eating zone on our campus. However, we do have a microwave that you can use to heat up food. We do know some folks bring their own food from home. And so if you need a microwave to use, we do have one in our space. There's a computer lab. So for whatever reason you forgot your laptop, right, or your laptop is currently in repairs right now, you can come to our space using your UW Net ID login. You can actually use one of our computers. Community spaces, we do have some lounging areas where you can come in, hang out, relax, because we do understand that sometimes like being in class all day is tough. And so if you need a space to relax, please feel free to do so. With all of our spaces though, there is a room capacity limit as per keeping folks safe and being able to socially distance effectively. So please be mindful of those if you do come through to our space. There's also whiteboards and markers. I know some folks love having visuals and using whiteboard to work out whatever problems they're working through or work through a thought process. So those are available for you all to check out as well. We also have a library. There's a lot of books that have been donated by community for you all to use as resources. So if there's anything that's not available in the main library, come check out what we have in stock in our library. We may have it there just for you. There's also staff to connect with. As full-time staff, there are 4 of us that you can connect with. And there's also our student staff. So if you're looking for peers to connect with, just to hang out, touch base with, all that good stuff, our student staff are available as well. But what are some ways to get involved with us? This is something that is commonly asked, like, hey, what do you all do, right? Or some opportunities for me to get involved? There's quite a bit. So some 2 easy ways, virtually and in person. Particularly in person, you can come to hang out in our space. We have plenty of lounge space. Our staff are always there from Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5. Also, we offer virtual spaces and programs. So for example, if you want to hang out with us and we're having a program that interests you and connects with you, please feel free to come through. Also, we're hiring. We'll be starting the hiring process next quarter for the following academic year, so 2022 to 2023. We're actually going to have quite a bit of offerings this quarter for next academic year. So we're going to have an LGBTQI plus resource and advocacy coordinator, and documentary resource and advocacy coordinator, a Black Indigenous people of color resource and advocacy coordinator, peer educators, which are going to be more of our leadership development, capacity building, peer coaching arm of our center, intercultural coordinators. So if you want to focus working with area national students and international student community, that's what we're also going to be offering. And our marketing and social media coordinator. So if you're someone who's 100% into social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and coordinating all those marketing efforts for us as a center and our programs, please feel free to apply. Media and design coordinator. So if you're someone who likes to design posters, branding, all that stuff, please apply as well. So as you can see, there's a lot of ways to get involved with us, and it's going to be an amazing time. From this picture on the right here is actually our staff from a couple years ago, and so we wanted to share this field. Like, we try to be a fun bunch. At least we try to. Sometimes, like, we get into some tough spaces, and we try to hold each other with the utmost grace as possible. Here are some of our programs that we had thus far this past quarter. So, for example, if you identify as a woman of color and need a safe space to connect with other women of color, that's one space we offer. We had a cultural trivia program as well as an art program. So a lot of our students that come to work with us, they're amazing, gifted in so many ways. And so if you want to do some of this work with us, these are some examples of things that you can do. However, it's not limited to that, but we'll get there when we get there. How to get in touch with us. So physically, we are located in UW1 173. If you're going into UW1 and you're in the main lobby, make a left. If you probably hear jokes and all things laughter and whatnot, that's probably us on the left-hand side. If you want to email our center directly, you can reach us at this email, uwdav@uw.edu. If you want to call us as well, there's a phone number. We also have social media, Instagram and Facebook. These are best ways to get in contact with us. A lot of our student orgs share out their opportunities with us too on Instagram. So if you're looking for other things besides us and want to get connected with other organizations, things like that, definitely follow us on social media to find out what's happening. Staff information. So if you want to get in contact with any of us as full-time staff, feel free to talk to Miguel, our director of the Student Diversity Center. There's his contact information. Maisha Manson, who's a newly onboarded program manager for undocumented LGBTI-focused initiatives, there is their phone number and contact information. And then for myself, there is my contact information as well. I want to leave this all with you, a quote by Maya Angelou. The ache for home lives in all of us, the safe place where we can go as we are and not be questioned. The reason why I leave this quote is that this is why our space was founded, right? A space where folks can come, hang out, be as they are, and not be questioned, right? And feel safe and being there to do whatever it is that they need to do, to study, to hang out, to rest, to lounge, all these great things. So with that said, I want to thank everyone for their time. Again, if you need to get in contact with us, feel free to do so.